For this video, I would like to go over and try to figure out what exactly does it mean to be you. What makes you, you? First of all, let's think about what does not make you. While there is some connection and sense of self from it, I would say that one's body does not at all truly make the self. That it is more of a what than a who. When looking at instances of full-on or permanent amnesia, is that person truly still, really still, who they once were? While their body is likely the same, all of their memories and experiences are gone, and they may even act differently than they did before. So, can it really be certain that they are the same person? Also taking reference from instances of multiple personality disorder. While all in the same body, the nature of the condition is having different personalities that could have, or that often do not share memories, and may even have false experiences or memories. So it clearly cannot be the body itself that makes a person who they are. And even taking into both real-world and hypothetical instances of if a person's body were to be changed, or more specifically, hypothetically transported into some sort of computer, would that person still be himself? Memories and experiences do play more of a role, but in the end those are not completely controllable. In the end, who you are is determined by the choices you make, both subconscious but primarily conscious. The ideas and beliefs that you end up adopting because of your experiences. But over time, people change and can act differently. So even while keeping memories, are you always you? Many may be afraid of change, especially changing themselves, because they're afraid that they will no longer truly be themselves if they do not act as they once did. Then who are they now? Even still, you are the choices you make and have made. You are not just your mistakes or your past. You are not just your beginning or your end. An innate and unavoidable part of all existence, living and non-living, is the inevitability of change. You are not just one single part of your life. A story is not determined solely by just by its beginning or end, but by everything from beginning to end, by the entirety of the story. Despite your hardships and your flaws, despite the choices you might have made in the past, despite the mistakes and poor choices you might have made in the past, you can change for the better and it will still be you. You can become whatever you choose to be, even if it may to some degree be within the limitations of chance and circumstance. There are still so many different choices that are possible. You can be the change you wish to see in the world, but it takes effort, and you may very well need help from others. Stop focusing so much on what you could be, or what you are not yet, or what you might have been, but what you can do, what you can be, or what you should do. You are always you. Whether or not free will does or does not technically exist, you still choose to act like you, or you can still choose to, whether or not free will does not technically exist, you can still choose to act like it does. You are the conglomeration of memories, experiences, and the choices you have made throughout your entire journey. A book is not defined by a single page, or even a single chapter. An entire series by even just one book, but all of it together. And you can be, you are, your own story. So that is where the script ends. So, you are the choices you have made up to the present. But that does not mean you are static. There's always room for improvement and change. As stated previously, you may need help from others, and that's just fine. You can still choose to seek help, to acknowledge your flaws, or where you may need improvement, to acknowledge that maybe you were not such a great person in the past. It is not so much a matter as it should not be so much a matter as seeking forgiveness from another, but as it should be trying to be better for the people you may meet in the future, as well as for yourself. Do not focus too much on what others want you to be either. If what others want from you is truly also what you want, then so be it. But take a moment to think about what you really want to do and see how you can make that a reality. But if there are certain desires that one has, that you have, that will specifically impede the well-being of another, then it would be best to change that. And it is, once again, it is still you who seeks help, who acknowledges your flaws and chooses to improve upon and move past them. Certain things that may be considered flaws can also just be a part of who you are. One instance of subconscious decisions, if you can really call them decisions, would be interests. But you do choose how you act upon those interests, which becomes a part of you. I think that is all I have for now, but I might explore this topic more in the future, and I would greatly appreciate it if you were to leave comments on this video, as I like to explore other perspectives on the topics I talk about so as to possibly come to a better and more concrete decision in the future. So, thank you for watching. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and hopefully I might see you next time. Goodbye, for now.